Eric, it's good to see you, man. Welcome back to the UK. How's the tour been so far?
It's been awesome. We're doing the 20th show tonight, and I mean, every tour's been in a theater or something, and I love theaters. It's like you sit and watch the movie, which is fun. And also, it's just me and a guitar, so I get to like talk to the audience, which is fun.
Yeah, and we were just talking about your sort of travels and exploring Edinburgh and all these cool places. What's been the standout moment of the tour for you so far?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's just getting to play shows again and actually seeing fans that they're like wanting me to come back, at least, or they're lying to me. But I've been coming over for 7 years. It counts as 5, I think, kind of, in touring numbers. But I love playing over here, and it's cool just being in front of the Shires audience, getting to like be in a room with 1,000 to 2,000 people a night is amazing. Yeah. And just to be able to hang out with their fans and see if they like me, and looks like they do. So I'll be coming back.
I was going to ask you about that because it's not often we get an established US act coming over here to open for one of our own homegrown talents. So how have you found sort of the Shires live show for a start, but also how the audience has reacted to your music?
No, I mean, Ben and Chrissy and their band are insanely good. It's like awesome. Like if they were a duo in the States, they'd be duo of the year, in my opinion. Wow. Definitely at least in the running for it. I love all the other duos, but it's they're insanely good. They're writing. Just Ben and I've been writing quite a bit for a while. I've got a song on their album now, but it's it's just cool to see the Brits loving country music or loving whatever, just loving music. I feel like music's just becoming music. I am realizing like the number ones I've had in the States, like people have no idea what these songs are, because it's like some people are diehard country music fans that listen to the charts in the US, and some are Shires fans. So it's like cool to see that, and it's like, okay, I have to win you over. These really were good songs, these are good hits, but it's fun for me. Just it's like reminding me of days building in the US, and it's fun to rebuild over here and or just build over here. It's fun. I love a challenge, and I love coming over here.
And you're getting to play some pretty cool venues as well. Tonight being a great example of the Symphony Hall. How nice has it been for you to sort of play some slightly weird and unusual venues as well? Because I mean, usually a tour would consist of Birmingham, Manchester, London. Yeah. That's probably it, in Glasgow as well. But you've really played some different places.
We've played like
usually go to
these seaside towns I didn't even know existed in England. And everyone I've told we're playing 25 shows in England are just like, how many? How are you doing that? I'm like, well, Shires, they just rock, Yeah. They've got a huge following. But it's cool, man. It's like, I feel like every town's like Atlantic City or something. Walking around, there's all these boardwalks. Everyone has a Ferris wheel. There's like freaking coin push machines, which I love, everywhere. And it's just, I mean, having the opportunity to come play for everyone in England is insane. And Scotland and Wales. I'd never been to Wales. It's beautiful. My goodness. The countryside. I'm realizing, like, every time I saw a sheep there, I'm like, there's another sheep and a sheep. And now, like, a month into the tour, it's like, oh, there's sheep.
There's a few thousand.
No, there's sheep. Yeah. Look at this. This is incredible. It's like castle. And I think whenever, like Rob, who's from Manchester, Liverpool area, he's like, oh yeah, we got castles. It's like, you got castles. Like, this is awesome. So I feel like a little kid getting to ride in the front seat, seeing the UK countryside.
Yeah, that's awesome. And in terms of music now, you're coming here off the back of releasing the Even If It Breaks Your Barefoot Blue Jean Night.
Yeah, we put them all together. Even If It Breaks Your Barefoot Friday Night.
Friday Night, that's the one. So tell us a little bit about that project and why you wanted to sort of delve back into this catalogue and reinvent these amazing tracks.
Yeah, one, I had the opportunity to, so I was like, hey, I could like reimagine some of my hits. And then I'd never recorded Barefoot Blue Jean Night. I have live versions of it. That, or Even If It Breaks Your Heart, Rewind, Angel Eyes. I'd never done actual recordings and released them as an artist singing it. So I just thought it'd be fun to do it for the fans and just see. And also I own it. So it's like, it'd be interesting to see like what happens with this, with streaming. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
So it's doing that. And I think I always, every song's been written for the most part. So it's kind of fun to like reimagine a song you've written, even to go like, can I? Are we able to? And yeah, had a blast recording it.
One of the songs, The Driver, which I absolutely fell in love with when it came out all those years ago. Tell us about why you wanted to go back and do that one again, because it's really interesting to hear your version rather than just Charles specifically. So tell us about the whole process and how much that song means to you as well, because I know it's a very special one.
Yeah, I mean, that song's about the whole experience of what we're doing every day on this tour, of the drivers that get us here, regardless of what you show up in, or every venue in the world, whether if there's 2.5 people there or 2 million or whatever, it's someone got you there. Someone's coming to see the show, hopefully from the 2.5 people in the crowd, to however many at Coachella or whatever. But it's that experience, and then all of us on stage, we've all sat in the crowd hoping we could get up there someday, and it's it doesn't pass me by to realize, like, the venues I'm getting to play, like how many people have dreamt of playing these stages, and I'm getting to come hang out and play and entertain people. And also just me and a guitar. Like, some of my favorite shows are that, of just someone going, hey, this song's about this. Here you go. And I also love doing it because I just feel like I can actually connect with people. I do love bringing a band over here, but it's fun just to talk like this with the crowd and hang out. But yeah.
It's also a lot more affordable, I'm guessing, as well.
Yeah. Yes, more affordable. But next time I'll bring my wife and little girl. I keep telling everybody to buy more T-shirts, because it really is. It's like, please buy T-shirts so I can afford tickets for my wife and little girl next time. But it is. And it's an investment coming over here for me. I make money in the States, and if you look at, I mean, if my banker's like, what are you going to England for again? Europe? Why? And I'm like, because it's awesome, and the crowds are awesome, and I want to build it, and we are doing that.
That means so much to us, because everybody says that as well. Like, people lose money over here, and they just do it because they love it.
I love the fans over here, and I love where we get to go, and I love where I get to wander in between the shows, and it's and I love the way y'all listen over here, and I love the music that's made over here, and honestly, like, a lot of music I've been influenced by in my life are from a lot of British people. It's the first song I ever learned was Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven. That took months, sitting in front of the CD player going like, how does he play that? And, I mean, everyone from the Boys in Ireland, U2 to Coldplay to Imogen Heap to Phil Collins, I mean, with Genesis and Peter Gabriel. I mean, it's funny how many British artists and European artists, because I think, I mean, country music came from that, storytelling and melodies and heartbeats and the way you feel it, and I love that.
Well, one other artist who's been over to the UK in the last couple of weeks, Keith Urban, you got the chance to see his show in London, didn't you? And obviously Wild Hearts is doing amazing things for Keith now, so tell us a little bit about what it was like to see that song performed live to a full crowd in London. Yeah,
it was in Manchester.
Was it Manchester?
We were in Manchester, but I did see all the shows in London. It's like, I saw photos of it, dear Lord. But if no one has seen Keith Urban live, go. Like, why? If you haven't seen him before, if you have seen him before, go see the show. He's so good. Like, he's so good. Everything about his show, and I told him, like, dude, like, everything about what you do on stage is what everyone in every genre should go see, because he freaking just steps out, rocks it. His movements, everything is just like,
he's a showman.
Freaking Rolling Stone masterpiece. And then he just like stops and hangs out and talks with the crowd. Like, they're there to see him. They want to know him. Yeah. They want to talk to him.
That was the most refreshing thing about seeing him, the amount of time he spent after the show just going along the front of the stage.
And he's not faking it. Like, that's Keith. He's not faking being nice. Yeah. Like, he's just a nice dude. So it's cool, like, seeing that and be like, that's Keith. Yeah, that is Keith. Like, he's hanging out being cool, and then he freaking rocks it again. Yeah. And then he lets his band melt your mind by their talent, you know, and it's... it was awesome seeing that. And Wild Hearts, it was just cool seeing him play it live. And I don't really get to go see shows, which sounds weird. I've realized I need to like make it a point to go see shows because like I always go play shows. A lot of like we go play shows, but we don't go see shows. And even if we are on tour, like I see a lot of the Shires show from side stage. I have gone out in the audience and watched whole shows, sneak in the back and watch. Hopefully, it's like I don't mind taking pictures of people, but I don't want to cause like the show they're doing to get disrupted. So it's always catch-22s if you've been on the stage already. If you haven't, you can just be incognito.
That's awesome. And just before I let you go, Eric, what's coming next for you in terms of the rest of this year? Have you got sort of shows planned in the US, new music on the horizon? What's coming?
New shows in the States, already working on new music, not recreations of old ones. So new music always being made right now in my life of make, release. So it's cool to see. Just the whole new world of how people are consuming music. It's like, well, I'm writing 4 or 5 songs a week. I should at least be able to put 3 out every some odd months or whatever that will be. But
isn't it so nice to have the freedom to do that nowadays instead of working 2 years towards an album?
Yeah, that might be shelved. That's not bad. So it's kind of the weird world of, if I had a big bank account, I would buy every shelved record in the world because I guarantee you they're mind-blowing. Yeah. They're probably ahead of their time, or it was so good they didn't know what to do with it. Yeah. Or they might be so out there that it'd be genius now. Like maybe they were 20 years ahead of whatever they were on. But it's so the answer to the question, yes, it feels good to actually make music and have it released to fans. When you know it's great and they know it's great, and you own the business to allow it to come out. So it feels good to do that, and it just feels good to be on the road again.
Yeah, can we expect you back in the UK?
Absolutely.
For years to come?
I already have a date in Denmark in the fall, so hopefully we will, all the people back in Nashville doing the bookings will get the tour set up to do more. So hopefully this fall we'll be back. I definitely will be back over in Europe, so hopefully we'll be back here in the UK.
Awesome, man. Well, Eric, thank you so much for doing this, man. Appreciate your time as always, and enjoy the rest of the tour.
Thanks, Dan.